Hey everybody, Bobby Marr here, and welcome to my weekly chat with Seopa to help you seize your passion. I'm excited to have you guys here. I'm here normally every day at 11:45 a.m. Today I had a delay and had an issue, so I'm here at 12:45 p.m., just 1 hour later. And today I want to talk about dealing with failure, the fear of failure, or feeling failure. And I want you guys to share your comments and let me know below what your thoughts are about failure and how we fear it or how we feel it. It's a big challenge for a lot of us. My name is Bobby Omar. I'm a four-time TEDx speaker, one of Inc. magazine's top 100 leadership speakers. Share us on Facebook, share us on Twitter. Let's get people part of the conversation to talk about failure and the feelings that we have regarding it. I'm going to share a very personal story with you and hope you will stick around for all of it. And then put your comments below, ask questions. I'm from Toronto, Canada, home of the Raptors, who just lost, of course, to the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA playoffs, but that's okay. Let me know where you're from. Type below where you're from. I want to hear from you in terms of who you are, where you're from, what kind of questions you have. So let's talk about this. Failure. Failure is all around us, and failure actually is a great teacher. Failure, you win some, you learn some, and that's fine. But I want to share a quick story with you. So the other day, one of the things for me is one of my biggest challenges is my health. And so, I'm overweight, trying to lose weight, trying to get, I have trouble with binge eating and things like that. And I recently was trying a new medication, and I was totally terrified of taking this medication for like a week and a half because I was like, you know what, I was just nervous. I felt like a failure. I felt like, you know what, I'm taking this medication as a failure. Now, the truth is, when I first became a diabetic and I started taking medications, I also felt like a failure. And the thing to deal with this is that as soon as I post about this on Facebook or whatever, people are like, oh no, Bob, you're not a failure. It takes courage to admit it. And, you're not a failure. I was like, that's fine. But the most important thing to remember about this is that when you talk to somebody that's expressing their feelings, is to try not to delegitimize their feelings. Okay, so I did feel like a failure, and that is the honest truth. And it's okay to feel like a failure in the time being. Then, once you feel that, then how do you process it? Now, what do you do? What do you think about afterwards? I mean, obviously, I don't feel like a failure 24/7. It was in that moment that I felt, yeah, taking this drug really sucks, and I feel like a failure because I haven't been able to control my binges, to control my eating, and things like that. So it's okay to feel failure. It's okay to feel like a failure. Forgive yourself. Step one, forgive yourself. It's totally fine. The second thing is when you acknowledge it, you're actually embracing it and you're owning it. And so for me, by acknowledging it and embracing it, I'm owning the situation. And that is another big part of how to deal with the feeling that you're a failure. And then the third thing that comes into play is processing the emotion. So now that I've put that out there, that I felt like a failure, how do I process the emotions moving forward? And one of the things I do is I reflect on the fact that when I first took diabetic drugs 10 years ago, I felt like a failure. But I realized that, something's wrong with my pancreas, and I couldn't create the insulin, and therefore the drugs help me regulate my blood sugar, which is better for my health. And by processing that, I realized, okay, the drugs are necessary. And when the drugs are working and my blood sugar is low, I'm way more effective as a person. I have energy. I'm not sluggish anymore. So that's important. So it resolves for me that that's why I'm taking it and that's why I need it. Other people have mental health issues. For example, schizophrenia, or people who have some other kind of narcolepsy that we take. Like one of my brother-in-law, he's schizophrenic and he takes drugs to help it. And you know what? He's way better on the drugs without. He recognizes that and he owns it. It's not a failure. You feel the failure, yes, but when you resolve and process the emotions, you realize it's not a failure at all. It's just a situation that you're dealing with and you're accommodating, and you're trying to do something with it. And now, he's been functioning really, really well the past like 5-10 years. It's been great. The drugs are working. He's having a more productive life. He's having better relationships with us. That's amazing. So for me, taking this drug, and I've only been on it for 2 days now, do I feel like a failure? No. In the moment before I took it, I did. I kind of felt that, but now I don't. I feel like it's helping me. I feel like I'm a better person. I feel like I'm more focused. I feel like I'm, be able to achieve some results that I want. Now, I may not be on this drug forever, but, it certainly helps me in the moment. Another example where people feel that they're failure is counseling. Like seeking a counselor for your relationship, for your marriage, is not a failure. It's addressing the fact that no one's perfect, and you need to work on things to make them better. And the better you is the better everybody else. So you can actually deal with the feel of failure by understanding that investing in yourself and betting yourself is going to be so more beneficial for yourself and for your partner and for kids if you have any, but even your relationships all around the place. So don't feel, and thanks for the hearts, guys. If you like what you're hearing, share this on Twitter, share this on Facebook, share the hearts, double tap, triple the hearts. Let's get people sharing the conversation. I'm actually here every week, Thursdays, 11:45 a.m. my normal time. All the videos we've created every week are on YouTube, so check them out. You can see it. You can look at seopa.com/videos. All the amazing stuff that we're doing. You can ask questions. You can give me topics for next week. I'm happy to share. I'm happy to answer questions because I want to engage. I want to help people. That's why I'm here. So if you're feeling failure, it may be a variety of reasons, but you also have a variety of reasons to understand why you're feeling that way, and then process those emotions to then bring yourself back up to a greater place. And the other thing I'll say is that it's okay to then reach out to your audience, ask for help, share what you're feeling, because the right people will step up, they will help you, they will support you. And if you need help, I'll support you. Have other people we know will help you, but don't be afraid to express your feelings. And if they're failure feelings, that's okay, because we've all been there. Failure is actually an amazing teacher, and I feel like I failed a lot in my life in many areas, but it's gotten me to where I am. The failures I had in business, now I feel much better. The failures I've had in my relationships, now they're much better. The failure I'm having with my health, well, I'm hoping to be better there too. So that's why it's so important for you to understand what failure is and to embrace it, and then to process the emotions. And if you have any questions, again, you can comment below here or tweet me. Use the hashtag Q4BobU, and I will certainly give my thoughts on that. But as you go out there and you seize your passion, whatever it might be, there's going to be failures along the road. There's going to be situational failures. You're going to feel like failure, and that's okay. But it actually means you're doing something and you're making things happen. Failure doesn't come from inaction. Failure comes from doing stuff and making mistakes and trying to figure things out. So get out there and do it. And if you have any questions, let us know. I'll be here every week. You can also check out my website at rayhan.com or check out my Twitter, Snapchat feed at Rayhan Bobby, Instagram too. I'm also doing a daily LinkedIn tip. You can check that out. And check out seopa.com/stream or /video, I think. And check out their stuff, and look forward to seeing you guys next week. All right? Wish you guys all the best. Have an amazing week.